Hello, and today we're going to be looking at how to use the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula itself will be given to you in your GCSE examination, so you don't need to memorize it, but it will not be given if you're doing an A-level test. So if you're doing A-level, you do need to memorize it. The formula itself is given as minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. If you're an A-level student, b squared minus 4ac is called the discriminant, and hopefully you'll be familiar with that at this point. If you're doing GCSE, don't worry about it. So we're going to look at two examples. Your first one is 2x squared equals 5x plus 47. In order to solve this using the quadratic formula, you're going to follow three basic steps. Your first one is to write it in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So you need to rearrange the equation so it does equal 0. It's not too difficult to do. Excuse me. We're going to start by subtracting 5x from both sides. If you subtract 5x, you should have 2x squared minus 5x equals 47. There's a small typo on my screen there that says plus 47. It should say equal. Then I'm going to take away 47 from both sides. So that should be 2x squared minus 5x minus 47 equals 0. My second step is to write the values of a, b, and c. These are the coefficients of x squared, x, and the number at the end respectively. The word coefficient means number beside. So the number beside x squared is 2, a equals 2. The number beside x is minus 5, do include the minus sign, and the number at the end is minus 47. And the third step is to use the formula itself. Now, you can skip some working out. I'm going to do this quite a long-winded way. But if you do it the long-winded way and write all of your steps down, you're less likely to make a mistake. So I always start by writing the formula itself. Minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. I'm going to write the formula out again, exactly as I've written it before, but instead of a, b, and c, I'm going to substitute my values in. So minus b becomes minus 5. That's going to be plus or minus the square root of minus 5 squared minus 4 by 2 by minus 47, all divided by 2 times 2. So the formula itself is exactly the same. I haven't changed it. I've only substituted in a, b, and c for their numbers. There's my square root. From there, I'm going to simplify it down. Minus 5 is 5. Plus or minus the square root, minus 5 squared is 25. And then 4 times 2 times 47 gives 376. And that's positive because I've got minus 4 times minus 47. And square root. Now my next step is to simplify that down further. 25 plus 376 is 401. So my answer is 5 plus or minus the square root of 401, all divided by 4. If your test says leave your answer in surd form, you've done it. This is surd form. It's got a square root in its answer. It may say surd form, or it may say round off to an appropriate amount of decimal places. If it does say that, your answer is in two parts then. 5 minus root 401 divided by 4. Use your calculator. You should get minus 3.76. And similarly, 5 plus root 401 divided by 4 equals 6.26. Again, use your calculator. And 6.26. From there, I've got one more example. If you want to pause the video and try it yourself, feel free to do so. I'll go through the working out as well. My question this time is 2 equals 9x minus x squared. I'm going to follow the same three steps as previously. That is to rearrange the equation to write a, b, and c, and then to use the formula. So if you want to pause it now, give it a go and see how you do.